So I guess we just gonna sit here and act like this didn't happen. Mike Pompeo said Trump is building a new world order.
The first 2 years of the Trump administration demonstrate that President Trump is not undermining these institutions, nor is he abandoning American leadership. Quite the opposite. In the finest traditions of our great democracy, we are rallying the noble nations of the world to build a new liberal order that prevents war and achieves greater prosperity for all.
You hear that, turkey neck joker? He said in the finest traditions. So I know your little fake account's gonna try to come out and be like, no, just something else, man. I'm telling you. No. It's the finest traditions. That same tradition that George Bush Sr. was talking about, but now he is gone. And the timing is just so eerie. Interesting how Bush is gone, but then we get a continuing on of this new world order. Now, they kind of worded it in a little different way. He said he's going to rally the noble nations to build a new liberal order. So those of y'all on the left versus right lie, because you know both sides of control. I know you don't like that word liberal, but Trump is trying to build a new liberal world order. And you have to understand who this joker is. This is the joker who said Snowden should be executed, just like Trump said it. He said there's a thing called execution. And of course, you got the little spin from Next News Networks and these little fake jokers talking about, oh, Trump really told him. Pompeo really told him. No, he didn't, joker. So, for those of you who may be tricked by this, thinking that Trump is draining the swamp when he really swimming all in the swamp with this whale face, listen to what these jokers are all about.
I guarantee you.
Edward Snowden, he was the one who dominated coverage over the weekend. Hong Kong says, thumb in your eye, U.S., he's gone. So China lets him go. He lands in Russia. They say it's no problem. It looks like he might even think about staying there. Everyone seems so empowered to stick it to us these days.
Well, first of all, he's a terrible guy. I said it right from the beginning. So many people are trying to defend him. Oh, look at what he's revealed. And isn't it wonderful what he's revealed? And yet people marching in his favor. He's a terrible guy who's really set our country back. China's now looking at us like, you know, we were hitting them hard on what they were doing in terms of what they were taking from us. And now they are really going at it. They're saying we're far worse than they ever were. And he's really hurt us in terms of relationship. And it really shows how weak our country's been and has become when you cannot get this guy back. I mean, you think you tell these countries, hey, folks, we're not doing any deals with you until this guy's on a plane. And that includes Russia. That includes everybody, because we really have become a very different nation than we were.
You know, it's interesting. On the front page of the New York Times this morning, Mr. Trump, legal experts say the administration appeared to flub the case. Why didn't they revoke his passport after the charges were filed? Because they essentially had the chance to freeze him in place, and they didn't do it. They dropped the ball on this.
Well, maybe they thought it wasn't politically correct. You know, spies in the old days used to be executed. This guy is becoming a hero in some circles. Now, I will say with the passage of time, even people that were sort of liking him and maybe trying to go on his side are maybe dropping out. But, you know, you look at where he goes, and now nobody knows where he is. But we have to get him back, and we have to get him back fast. They're talking about it could take years, it could take months, but maybe years. That would be pathetic.
I grew up in the American military, Mr. Trump, and I totally agree with you. I think anybody that does anything against this country should be taken to task for that.
And they got a lot of information out of this guy. This guy's a bad guy. And, you know, there is still a thing called execution. You really have to take a strong hand. You have thousands of people with access to kind of material like
would have been at risk if they'd been on a .gov account. It's absolutely the case that we have not been able to secure all the American information that we needed to, and that we've had the traitor Edward Snowden steal that information. He should be brought back from Russia and given due process, and I think the proper outcome would be that he would be given a death sentence.
Redsilverj, all I gotta say.